There we go. We are live across the board. We are live across the board. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hello, 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 beautiful people. We're going to go ahead and get this thing started in just a moment. Un momento, por favor. As we get in, though, guys, if you don't mind, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. We are here for some debates, and we will be debating. Yes, groundbreaking. We are here for some debates where we shall be debating. My gosh, black votes for whoever the system tells them to vote for. Dennis, I am willing to bet that you're too stupid to come up and actually prove anything. How about that? How about that? Dennis Wilson, I am willing to bet that you don't have two rocks clacking in your head. I'm willing to bet that you have air whizzing past. Because the two rocks, they don't even clack. They just shoom, 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 shoom. Anywho. Hello, hello, hello. How's everyone doing this evening? Who do we got? Who do we got? Who do we got? What's going on? What's going on? We're going to go ahead and get this thing started in just a moment. Colorado, hello. Hello. I am Renee. Hello. Ashley B. Hello. What the fuck is, what are we talking about? Hold on. Death to imperialism and Zion. Yeah, I'm with that. Wait, hold on. What the fuck is happening over here? Delete. And then this guy, fucking ban. Fuck out of here, weirdo. I got him, Harry. I got him, Harry. That guy was being a fucking weirdo. Over on Kick, that guy was being a complete weirdo. Anyway, guys, we're going to go ahead and get started. If you don't mind, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. We are here for some debate, so only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're over on YouTube, hey, make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Hit that thumbs up button. It will help push the VOD out to more people, right? So do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen. We have the daily gift goal, which is the little chili peppers. If we can knock those out a couple of times as well, that'll help boost the live, and that will get more people into the live. We're going to go ahead and get started here in just one moment. Let's get the likes up to 10,000 likes. 10,000? 10,000? Yeah. Let's get it 10,000. 10,000. All right, we are good. All right. Wait, did you just start? Yeah, we just started. Like literally just started. I haven't even hit the intro yet. Sorry. Some shit got weird over on Kick, which I mean, I think that's pretty self-explanatory, but shit got weird over on Kick for a second. Anywho, guys, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. With that being said, exile.
Yeah, funny how it changed now. Same people that laughed at clips, studying the clips now. Everybody got opinions till the facts land. Everybody loud till they gotta take a stand. Every stream feel like somebody betting they pride. I seen fake scholars fold in real time. Now they screenshot takes, run around and remix it, and pull up thinking somehow they can fix it. Nah, you stepped in the wrong room, donut. This ain't rage bait. This pressure. Patriarchy, race, class, labor. Healthcare, I don't do surface level, I peel layers. And every time they think they got me cornered, numbers go higher. Chat, flyer, mods, work, they crowd waiting. Somebody finna get cooked tonight. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down.
Welcome to the ring now.
Yeah. Got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah.
Welcome to the ring now.
You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts, ain't got milk for these old donuts. So pipe down. Yeah. You might drown. You don't want war with the king right now. I don't debate for applause, I debate for the record. Every false claim get dissected and severed. You rehearsed outrage, I studied the structure. Difference between noise and somebody with substance. You quote tweets, I quote policy. You want moments, I want honesty. You want ego boosts and virality. I want mutual aid and stronger communities. That's the difference between you and me. See the problem? Different type timing. You came for clips, I came for alignment. Capital this, socialism that. Half these dudes can't define what they yelling in caps. Talking about free market while wages collapse. I watch your pivot arrive, I make it visible live. But this ain't never gonna be a place where evidence dies. You came all the way to be Santana for internet rap, while the whole chat waiting to see who got checked. Next,
welcome to the ring now.
Yeah. Talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah. Welcome to the ring now. You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts, ain't got milk for these old donuts. So pipe down. Pipe down. You might drown. You don't want war with the king right now. Yeah. Welcome to Sparring with Santana. Bring your sources or bring excuses, whatever. Doesn't really matter either way.
You're about to get
cooked. You should know who I am by now.
You should. You should. You should. You should. You should. You absolutely should. But just in case you don't worry. I got you. I got you. Guys, welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana. One-on-one debates with Trump supporters or anyone that disagrees with anything on the background. I am Santana, and only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful thing, right? Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart. Me, it's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. If you would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. It's the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, what up, YouTube? What up, Twitch? What up, Kick? If you're over on YouTube and you would like to send a super chat, I will read that out. Guys, I'm going to keep resetting the daily gift goal to the little 1 cent gift goals. If we can continue to knock those out, it will help boost the live. Make sure that you also, when you send your daily heart meme, when you make the comments and you do all this stuff, go back in and claim your points. That's super important. It adds you to the team. It boosts the live. It protects the live. It does all the things. That being said, we're going to get active. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. People have been super weird today. And so since people are being super weird, then we're going to go ahead and talk to the super weird people like Dennis. Hi, Dennis.
Dude, was that your rap song?
No, it's not. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything?
We call that Dem slave rap. Yeah, I'm a Trump supporter.
We call that Dem slave rap. That's the best you got?
Yeah, you do whatever the system tells you to do, and then you say the system's racist.
What's the
You're
system?
a slave.
What's the system?
Mainstream media tells you to vote Dem. It tells you to vote for the career.
Who's mainstream media?
And you actually fucking do it.
Who's mainstream media, Dennis?
Mainstream media. Channel 2, 4, 7, 9.
And wait, so
CNN,
did mainstream media tell you to vote for Donald Trump?
This fool just said, "What's the mainstream media?"
Did mainstream media tell you to vote for Donald Trump?
No, 99% of the mainstream media told you not to vote for Trump.
Oh, wait. So mainstream media, the ones that sane washed Donald Trump after he tried to actually overthrow the United States government. You mean the same mainstream media? You mean the same mainstream media that actually washed all of his things away and said, "Go out and vote for him"? Listen, I don't care about you coming up here trying to get off your racist dog whistle. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Hey, how's the economy doing?
It's not racism.
Dennis, how's the economy doing? Dennis, how's the economy doing?
Doing good for me. It was
no. I'm not saying for you, Donut. No one cares about Dennis.
Dude,
you're not important enough for anyone to care about Dennis. Dennis,
it'll never be doing good for you, man.
No. It's not about for me. How is the economy by economic standards? How's CPI? Why'd you mute yourself, Dennis? Why'd you mute yourself, Dennis? Come on, Dennis. Oh, come on, Dennis. You are you going to Google CPI? Do you not know what CPI is?
Oh, you got to give me a minute. I'm in the middle of some.
I don't have to give you shit.
Anyways,
I don't have to give you shit. Then you just fuck off. I ain't got to give you shit. You have no substance. You don't even know what CPI is. Fuck out of here, Dennis. They're gonna be emotional tonight. I can tell. They're going to be emotional tonight, guys. I can tell. It's okay. I'm ready. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. W's in the chat for Cave, who sent a $1.99 super chat to say, still want to see you debate Stephen A. brother. Listen, I would love to debate Stephen A. I actually would. Not only would I love to debate Stephen A, but I would smoke him. Facts. Anywho, only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter. This guy, Christopher, right? Positive he's a troll. 3 followers, following 5 people. How much you want to bet that Christopher is going to come in here and just slur? Christopher, did you come up here to call me the N-word?
Nope, I'm not racist.
We'll see.
I'm just
Christopher, are you a Trump supporter or do you disagree with something on the background?
Pregnant.
I'm sorry?
What?
Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah, I disagree with the men. We are the problem because, I don't understand that. And I'm also kind of mad at you.
Oh, I don't care if you're mad at me. Let's talk about the prompt.
No, Christopher, because you kept
why do you?
Me after you got the dog pregnant.
I don't care about why you're mad at me. I want to debate. Christopher, why do you disagree with the premise that men, we are the problem?
You have to explain it. What do you mean we are the problem?
You said that you disagree. What made you feel uncomfy when you read that?
Because I'm a guy.
Hey, W's in the chat for Joseph. Let's fucking go with the Guardian. That's fucking awesome. It's because you're a guy. Okay, that's it. That's the only premise. Because you're...
No, because without women and men, there'd be no men.
You know, there would be men without women and men, right?
No. Unless we're talking about trans men.
What's the difference between sex and gender?
They're the same. No. They're the same thing.
They're the same thing.
If we're talking about gender identity and gender, those are different things.
That's why there's 2 different words. There, one sex and the other's gender. What's the gender binary?
What do you mean?
You know what? I'm not even gonna. I don't think that you are equipped for that conversation. So I'm just gonna pull it all the way back. How about this? Let me pitch you on. Yeah, no, Kel Bell, he's not equipped. It's okay. I got you. Don't worry. The reason why I say men, we are, and just for TikTok purposes, Christopher, how old are you?
18. 2008, August 15th.
Okay. I just want to make sure. The reason why I say men, we are the problem is because men commit the overwhelming amount of harm in society. If you take a look at the types of not only violent crimes, but just the amount of crime perpetuated on men, women, children, it's men, right? And so if you take a look at how things have continued to exist and persist throughout our society, men have had overwhelming control due to the patriarchal system that we live in. And so if you want to actually change things, make things better for all of society, then we as men need to actually address said things.
Fake news.
I don't feel like you're equipped for this conversation, Christopher.
Nope, I am. Okay, let's talk about capitalism. Capitalism works. It's the best thing ever.
Nope. I will give you one
Are we
more
talking
try,
about only capitalism? Because there's also social democracy.
Hey.
What? What?
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, poo-poo.
No,
I don't.
stop,
No. I know you're a little fussy. It's okay. It's okay. I got you. It's okay. I want you to respond directly to the argument that I gave you.
Nope. That's my answer.
Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Yeah, he was. He came up here to try to troll, not realizing that I don't give a fuck about like the weird shit, and I'm going to make you debate. So yeah. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah.
You are a child. You sound like a whole baby. You sound like a whole baby. That there's a baby. That there is a baby. Republicans, Americans first, then flag 40 flags. What the fuck are you talking about? You guys just spam weird shit in the comment section. Like, how about we don't spam weird shit in the comment section? Like, that would be NOS, real NOS. Real NOS if we didn't spam weird shit in the comment section. That'd be real NOS. Anywho, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. Okay, I was about to talk to Dad Bod, but it looks like Dennis is back in the request. Dennis had a bit of an issue crashing in. Do you guys want to talk to Dennis or do you guys want to talk to Dad Bod? We know Dad Bod at least can have a conversation. I'm interested in what Dennis was trying to say, but Dennis kept crashing and I don't know if he'll be able to make it. Which one? Ali said anyone but Dad Bod. He said neither. He said Dennis. God damn. No, Dad Bod is off his summer break. No, don't do that. He's off his summer break. All right, Dad Bod, give me 2 seconds. If Dennis can't keep his shit together, then I'm coming to you. Because at least I know that you'll be able to keep your shit together. Dennis, are we going to be able to keep our shit together and have an actual debate?
Santana sucking on nuts. Yeah, what part of LA, man? I'm in LA too.
I don't give a fuck where you are. Which point on the background do you disagree with, or do you want to tell me why today, August 18th, 2026, you still support Donald Timothy Trump?
You're so angry. Yeah, I can tell you 100 reasons why I support Trump.
Why today,
August the Dems
the
are
18th,
for men and women's sports.
2026. I think you're having a hard time comprehending. If you like actually
Dems are for more taxes. They're for phasing out gas.
Dennis, I think that you're confused how this works. When you say you support someone, you don't talk about the people that you don't support. You talk about the people that you do support. So me, I support the LA Dodgers. Why do I support the LA Dodgers? Well, I support the Dodgers because I love LA. That's one great reason. Also, I love Dodger Blue. They're actually a pretty good team. That's why I support the LA Dodgers. So anywho.
Who are the Dodgers playing tonight?
No, I have no fucking clue. I don't even really watch baseball.
You have no idea who the Dodgers are playing tonight?
No, I'm a casual fan when it comes to baseball.
Or he's a casual
Would you like to tell me why today, August the 18th, 2026, you still support Donald Trump?
He went from he loves the Dodgers to he's a casual fan.
I didn't say I love the Dodgers. I said I love LA.
I'm watching the Dodger game right now. I'm watching the Dodger game right now.
Okay. Dennis is weird, guys. Holy, get your shit together. Holy, get your shit together. Dennis is not okay. And now he's back in the request. Why would I bring you back up here? You can't keep your shit together. I don't know what the fuck you just did. If you did some booger sugar off the toilet seat like RFK Jr. or whatever the fuck is going on, but you got to get your shit together before you get back up here. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. Deb's in the chat for Sarah. Sarah sent a $25 donation. Sarah sent a $25 donation, and Sarah said, I'm so fucking tired of these men, but thank you again for what you're doing. Debbie's in the chat for Sarah. Thank you so much for that $25 donation. If anyone else like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat, and I will read that out. All right, Dadbot, this is what I want to do.
Hey, yeah, what's up?
I'm not going to let you tell me about why you support Trump. I don't give a fuck about that. Also, you can pick one of the two. Either men, we are the problem, or Republicans, you hate our country.
Ooh, that's tough. I guess I would say, because I kind of agree with men, we are the problem to some extent. That probably wouldn't be the best debate to have. As far as Republicans hating the country, I guess I would have to understand, like, what do you mean by hating the country based off of, like, policies or opinions or beliefs, ideology? I'm not sure.
Combination. The reason why I say that Republicans, you hate our country, is because, one, they actively voted for someone who said that he was going to raise our prices and then alienate our allies and destabilize our position within the global market. And then once getting him into power, as he continues to raise prices, crash different aspects of the economy, and, you know, cause house prices to increase and all this other weird shit, they still support him while he passes legislation to roll back regulations polluting the air, water, health. Dadbot, did you know that there's a certain acceptable amount of shit in the water now?
I don't think any of it is acceptable, but yeah.
No. Under the conservative Supreme Court, they officially ruled that there is an acceptable amount of shit allowed in the water. More shit than it was under the Biden administration, but they allowed Trump to put more shit in the water. So that's the thing. Anywho,
is it drinking water as far as, or is it like plants where they're being processed? And
drinking water
and taking out. Okay, because I had heard that certain companies
bathing, all of it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, I'd heard that certain companies were using, fecal material and essentially taking minerals out of it and using it in specific ingredients, which is disgusting. But that would
they roll back the regulations that had the stricter premise on like a water filtration and how that actually works with like purifying and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's disgusting.
Yeah. But I say all that to say, like, the Republicans have actively voted against the best interests of everyday Americans while propping up a belligerent old doddering fool who continues to like say weird shit because he's having a hard time tracking, and you guys still just like prop him up and support the weird shit that comes out of the White House now.
Yeah, I mean, there's always some weird shit coming out of the White House, but let's actually, to be honest with you, I think the men we are the problem is more of a theology. I mean, that could be more of a conversation where we could get into theology as well. I mean, I would probably do that, but then for the sake of your viewers, because they already don't like hearing my voice, which has been said multiple times, and they think I'm boring. I mean, it's up to you. You get to pick. It's your platform, man. I
literally gave you the two options so you could pick.
I know, but neither one.
I cut the board, and I cut three of the options because I want you to focus on one. I mean, one of the two.
Yeah, I know, but neither of them are particularly interesting to me. Like, I actually was more curious about the Bible as slavery, because I'm not sure specifically what you're referring to as far as saying the Bible is slavery.
I don't want to talk Jesus with you.
All right. Yeah. Well, you know where I'm going with that. So I'm just curious. Okay. So
I had a lot of Jesus talk earlier. This older lady, had me on the live for like an hour debating the difference between the inner garment and outer garment, and if that leads to nakedness. So I just don't want to do that.
That's interesting. Side note, real quick, not to get off topic, but Dean was just on a few minutes ago. I don't know if he's still on, but apparently there was a new video that resurfaced or that just came out that specifically kind of debunks all of the allegations against him over the last couple of days.
Talk about that. I mean,
I'm just saying it was.
I think that too many people are talking about other people, and like there's too much buzz online, and I don't think people understand like how the constant talking about this affects people's mental health. So I don't want to talk about things affecting like people I have personal relationships with. That's weird. I don't want to do that.
I got you. All good. Okay, so let's just, I guess, talk about men are the problem.
Okay.
I feel like that'd be interesting.
And why do you disagree with the premise that men, we are the problem?
I don't necessarily disagree with all of it. I disagree with some of it, a majority of it. I would say that there's a reason why men potentially could be seen as a problem, and there's a lot of variables to that. But we can unpack it if you would like to.
What premise do you disagree with when it comes to men, we are the problem?
So I think that based off of history and just as far as overall characteristics, traits, as far as instincts, as far as hunters, gatherers, testosterone, there's a bunch of different variables that would cause men to be emotionally less mature in some instances than women, but also more emotionally mature in some instances.
No. The hunter-gatherer shit, that's not real. And the reason why boys take so long to mature is because their frontal lobe develops slower.
Right, which would tie into the emotional maturity element where I said,
Yeah, but even when you talk about men to women have higher EQs on average than men. Men, due to our society that like lists out the prescription of manhood, gives passes for violence. And so since men have passes for violence, we tend to lean into those different aspects of violence. And that for some reason makes us think that it's acceptable to have like these outbursts of rage, these like fist fights or abusing substance or shit like that. It's not because like men are like somehow hardwired this way. No, it's literally because like society is accepting of it.
So based off of, I guess, your belief system, can you give me just a bullet point as to why you think men are the problem?
Yeah, men are the problem because we perpetuate the most amount of harm across the board towards women, children, and men. And we are allowed to do so because we have a monopoly on violence and we benefit from the patriarchal system.
But that's based off of what? I mean, is that based off of the culture that we live in currently? Is that based off of your understanding of men throughout history? Is that based? I mean, what is that based off of? I'm just trying to pinpoint as to where you're coming from here.
Based off of the implementation of the patriarchal system.
Okay, so that couldn't be applicable then to all cultures then.
Yeah. Any culture or society that has lived under patriarchy, it's applicable to. It looks different depending on the time, but it still applies depending on them living under a patriarchal system. But
in the same context, you could say that there are men that are not a problem as well. There are good men as well, right? So I mean, just like historically, we've had bad men. We've had good men.
Who's the good man? Which one of them real good men? Is it you, Dadbot? Are you a good man?
I mean, I think that all of us are fallible and we're all flawed, so we all make mistakes. But I think that there are men that have historically been known to be good men. I mean, you look at like Catholics, for example, the popes are.
Let me make sure that I try to kind of keep you where your feet are, because I do want to talk about men in our society today in America. I did answer the question about like the overarching patriarchy system, but I want you to be where your feet are, and I'm talking about men in our society today. So I do kind of want to keep it there when it comes to that.
Okay, so I mean, yeah, I mean, I would agree that men they commit a disproportionate share of certain serious violence, and
98% of all violent crime.
And society should, honestly, they should confront that. But it doesn't follow.
That's what we're doing right now, Dad Bod. You and I are confronting it right now.
Right. But that still doesn't follow that all men are bad, or that being a male is the cause. I mean, most men don't commit violent crime, and the practical solution is to identify risk factors, enforce consequences, support victims, and teach healthy norms. So I think that like a lot of it is what's taught to these young men, growing up too. If you look at,
you agree, it's the society that we live in that deems men, the performance of men is acceptable to engage in violence, and so it's taught.
I think some of it is, yeah, based on culturally. I think it's taught, yeah, for sure, but not all cultures. I don't have enough evidence to support that though, so I really couldn't delve into that too terribly much. But I just think it's a broad generalization to say that all men, because I think culturally, men are different based on the culture that they grow up in.
Okay, so can you name me one man, just one man, that doesn't benefit from the patriarchy?
That doesn't benefit from the patriarchy.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, historically, if I could, my idea of a good man would be like Fred Rogers.
Just be where your feet are, bro. Right now, name one man that doesn't benefit from the patriarchy. Just one.
I don't know. I mean, I was just thinking of like a good man in general, which was Mr. Rogers, like Fred Rogers from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. You don't think
Mr. Rogers benefited from the patriarchal system?
I don't know.
Milquetoast white man in the fucking what was Mr. Rogers in the 70s, 80s, or whatever?
I think it was 60s.
The 60s,
but yeah,
in the fucking 60s. You think a fucking milquetoast white man, straight cis white man in the 60s didn't benefit from the patriarchy?
I don't know, man. I was just thinking of someone who I could say is like a good man. Historically, I'd never really heard anything negative about this guy.
It's not about hearing anything negative about him. See, this is the thing. Like, this is why you're struggling with this concept. It's not about saying that, oh, this person is a bad person. Like that's not. I'm not assigning blame. Ari would say she's assigning blame, but I'm not. I'm just saying that if you subscribe to what society deems is like manhood, then you benefit from the patriarchy. It doesn't matter. Like now you may be limited in some way where, like, you're a white man, I'm a black man, and so you benefit different from the patriarchal system than I do, but I still benefit, right? There could be a trans man, which, you're a cishet white man, I'm a cishet black man, and we benefit from the patriarchy from different ways, but then like a trans man would benefit from the patriarchy differently than us. So like, it doesn't matter. As long as you subscribe to what manhood is, you're going to benefit from the system that continues to actually ensure that men are the ones that are in power and control disproportionately are catered to within our society. Hey, Dad Bod, what's the pink tax?
I'm sorry. What's the pink tax?
Mm-hmm.
What is the pink tax? I'm going to take a guess because I'm not 100% certain, but I think, if I remember correctly, it's something I want to know. I think it's a term for women I think it has something to do with them being charged more for products or services. But I don't remember the gist of it. I can't remember, to be honest with you.
Yeah, close, pretty good. Chance of possibly remembering. The pink tax is the additional cost that's placed on feminine products due to them being sold towards women, right? Or even like feminine hygiene products as well. The costs for items that are marketed and sold directly to women. Some of the most notable discrepancies come when like razors, right? You have, let's say, Bic. Bic makes razors, and they can make the exact same razors, but one razor is black and one razor is pink. And due to the fact that they are going to market this black razor to men and this pink razor to women, they charge more for the pink razor, even though they're the exact same razors, just different colors. That type of tax is done.
It's a gender-related pricing gap, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, but that's kind of weird. I don't know, because like, so I work in the boat, not that you care, but I work in the boating industry, and I noticed that marine products typically are more expensive than automotive products. And that's not directed towards a gender. That's just a marketing thing. I mean, it's just a way to make more money.
That has nothing to do with this. That's not analogous. And because you're talking about marine products, a boat product versus car products, you're not saying that like car products that are specifically going to be bought for men and then car products that are going to be bought for women, like that's not analogous.
Yeah. No, it just kind of made me think, because they're the same thing essentially. Like, I mean, the razors basically, like, they're like, if it's a Bic or Schick or whatever, I mean, they're or Gillette, they're basically the same thing. You just, you typically pay more, but I mean, I could see where that would be a gender related pricing gap, but then also, like, I also look at some of those razors, for example, like a
I
Gillette.
think you're getting caught in the, like, getting stuck in the mud when it comes to like razors. I don't want to debate razors. I'm just telling you,
sometimes these things have added features.
This is something that actually exists. No, they're the same things. They're literally the same things. The only difference is the color.
Okay. Well, I just thought like the Venus. I'm just thinking based off of what my wife uses. Like she uses.
Yeah, I don't.
Venus
We don't need to overcomplicate it and try to compare brands because that's not what we're talking about. We're not applying that. We're talking about the exact, like, that's why I gave you the example of Bic, who makes the same exact razors, just different colors. No, do you know what the gender wage gap is?
Yeah. I mean, I mean, I couldn't give you the definition, but I know. I mean, I could paraphrase. Basically, gender wage gap is essentially it's giving an advantage to, in many instances, men over women when it comes to pay increments.
Yeah, the actual amount is 82 to 84 cents. So for every dollar men make, women make 82 to 84 cents for the exact same position, like the parallel backgrounds, experience, all this other stuff. It's just that since, women are in the same field, they end up getting paid less than men just because, it's a woman, right?
Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, the hourly wages, I think, are. I don't remember the statistics, but I do know that they make, like, I want to say the average was, I don't know, for a woman was $1,100 a week, and I think for like a man it was like $1,300 and some change. So yeah, I do, and that was based off of like 2026 data, I think. So yeah.
The information is listed here from actually this is 2026. They updated it for the 2025. Oh, holy shit. The Economic Policy Institute, the gender wage gap widened slightly in 2025. I did not realize that. Holy shit. Gender wage by 2012, women were paid 18.6% less than men on average after controlling for race, ethnicity, education, age, material status, and state. That is fucking crazy. Hey, why?
But what's weird about that though is, like, the gender wage gap. I mean, I get it. Like, it is a real average earnings gap, but it's not really proof that every woman gets paid less for the same work, because it reflects a mix of occupations and hours, caregiving experience, bargaining, and workplace structures with possible discrimination. Yes, but also playing like a role into it. My bad. Sorry.
Women were paid 18.6% less than men on average after controlling for race and ethnicity, education, age, material status, and state. So all the things that you said, like, they accounted for all of those things, and that's That's part of the actual calculation for the gender wage gap.
That's interesting. Yeah, I mean, I knew it was, you know, but I wasn't sure specifically, like, if that was just like an unfair advantage as far as why, you know, men or the patriarchy in this instance is like taking advantage of women. Because I know in the 60s, obviously, before the women's rights movement and things like that, then obviously that would have made more sense. But today's standards, I mean, that gap has...
Women have less
shrunk.
rights today than they did 30 years ago.
Based on monetization?
Based on rights.
Okay, but we're talking about right now. We're talking about what we're making as far as, you know.
Yeah,
income.
but you made this inference that, well, you would think that over time it would have improved and gotten better. And I'm telling you, even if you want to talk about like over time, like the material standards for women have gotten worse.
I mean, I couldn't really debate it because I didn't live in the 60s. I've only seen and heard how
I didn't live in the 60s either. I didn't say the 60s. Do you think that like 1996 was in the 60s?
No.
I said 30 years ago.
Okay. Well, yeah, within 30 years, I mean, I would say the 90s probably were well, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know all of the policies that were in place then as far as versus now. So I couldn't really sit here and
30 years ago, did women have federal protections for abortions?
Oh, so we're talking about the overturning of Roe v. Wade. So, I mean, if we're going to talk about that and solely focus on that as why women have less rights now than they did back in the 90s, then I would say that, you know, overturning of Roe v. Wade essentially was it was basically just giving the states the.
I don't want to hear your justification for it. Was there 30 years ago? I don't want to hear your justification for it. 30 years ago, did women have federal protection to access to abortion?
Yeah, with
today, do women have federal protection to access to abortion?
Not federal, but state. Depends on
perfect.
the state.
So 30 years ago, they had federal protection to access abortion. Today, they don't. That's less.
Right. But that's not the bottom line as a whole. I mean, you're saying that women as a whole have less rights. We're talking about one particular subset of those rights right now with saying that the overturning of Roe v. Wade versus abortion. Can
you tell me men as a whole, what rights have men had men less, or what rights for men have less in the last 30 years? Give me just one.
Gosh.
And make it specific to men, not all people. Make it specific to men and not all people.
Okay. I mean, we're talking about our society culture. As far as civil rights,
just rights.
I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess the best example I could think of would be like selective service registration.
That hasn't lessened in the last 30 years.
No, I'm saying for what you're saying, have men had rights that have been taken away? And like draft registration is something where it's forcing men to, you know, or did force men to do something they didn't want to do in some instances.
Was selective services present 30 years ago?
I want to say, I know the draft, obviously, but yeah, I think so.
Okay. So if they were there 30 years ago and they're here today, did that change?
Okay. Yeah. No, I get you. I got you. It's a good point. I mean, I don't really have like a really good, I guess they haven't generally had their, well, yeah, they haven't really generally had their core civil rights stripped away in the last 30 years, but equality is it's not complete in every policy. I mean, the male-only draft registration rule is a real sex-based burden. I mean, some fathers report unfair treatment, and Oh, okay.
When was the last time there was a draft in the United States of America?
Oh man, the last time there was a draft. Oh geez,
1967.
it was like I was gonna say it was in the
1967.
'60s.
What can you name? How about this? Go band for band. You name a reason that you can get an exemption for the draft, and I'll name a reason you can get an exemption for the draft. Let's see whose is better.
Okay. Exemptions for draft, I would assume would be.
Just name your best one. The best one you want to throw out as far as an exemption for being drafted.
I mean, incarceration probably is that's the easiest one.
Cool. You want to know what mine is? I don't wanna. Did you know that? Did you know that you can just say you don't want to, and they'll give you an exemption? Like, that's literally a thing.
Huh.
Like there's one of the reasons that you get, not even saying, oh, it's religious, oh, I have bone spurs. You can just say, I don't want to, and then you won't be drafted. Can women just say, I don't want to, and then get an abortion?
It depends on the state they live in.
Does saying I don't want to depend on what state you live in when it comes to the draft? Hey, let's fucking go Heather with a future encounter. Oh, hey guys, I just thought about this. I don't talk about this often, but I got a gift gallery. And I've heard people say, light up my gift gallery. Can you guys light up my gift gallery? I just thought about that. That would be cool. Can we light up the gift gallery? Anyway, does it matter which state you're in for you to be able to say, oh, I don't want to when it comes to the draft?
No.
So that's not analogous.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if we're talking about specifically having
a partner.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you talking to me when you just said that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you said howdy, partner. So what I was saying as far as the overturning of Roe v. Wade, in my personal opinion, I think that it again took the federal element out of it, so it's not really a voting.
I don't care.
Well,
I have no interest in trying to hear your justification for the overturning of Roe.
Right. So for not having an option just based off the state that you live in, I mean, why don't you have the ability or an option to potentially just go to another state?
Partner.
Why couldn't you just go to another state? Oh, because you were saying howdy, partner, once you got the cowboy hat on your head. So why couldn't you just go to another state to have the procedure done?
Oh, because states like Texas are trying to gain access to women's medical records, and while trying to gain access to women's medical records, trying to track them as far as leaving the state. I'm a feral, and then verify, are they leaving the state pregnant and then coming back coming back not pregnant? Also, they're trying to sue doctors in New York. Thank you very much for actually giving access to the abortion pill, mailing those abortion pills, which are legal in the mail, to women that live in Texas. So yeah, you got certain states that are actively trying to track women's bodies to ensure that they can't leave the state to get an abortion because their state doesn't want them to get an abortion. Also, traveling is fucking expensive. I think that's like so entitled to be able to say like, oh, why don't you just go to another state and get an abortion?
Right. So I would say, as far as the tracking information, I would say that there's probably a lot of reasons why certain states are doing it, but also I think the CDC specifically has stated that they want to have some sort of abortion surveillance documents. That way they know, the resulting aggregate data that can help, measure trends and access disparities, safety, and the impact of reproductive health programs. I mean, I think a lot of it's probably just for data just to go to the CDC. Now, I'm not saying that you're wrong by saying the states are specifically.
No, you want to know why? You want to know why they doing it?
Sure.
White supremacy.
Okay.
It's literally white supremacy. That's the reason.
All right. I mean, I would have looked at it more so from like changes in access, including people traveling across state lines, or how many abortions occur where, or like geographic disparities. But okay.
No, I mean, Beth said, "OMG, no, it isn't." Oh, hey, let's fucking go, Heather. Beth said, "OMG, no, it's not." Beth, come up here and tell me why it's not. I can't send you an invite, but I can mute you. Come up here and tell me why it's not white supremacy. It's fucking white supremacy. It's literally white supremacy. I'm not, like, people may think that I'm joking when I say it because of the way I said it. I said it the way I said it because I'm talking to Dad Bod, but I'm dead ass serious. It's white supremacy.
I mean, I would say that it'd be fair for you to say that just based off of the racial discrimination. There's a racial discriminatory history of reproductive control in the United States. I think we all know that, right? I mean, the history is it's real. Obviously, Black women, Indigenous women, immigrants, disabled people, and poor people have faced coercive sterilization and unequal health care and laws that have limited bodily autonomy. So I'm not arguing with you saying that's wrong.
Like, when I say it's white supremacy, I'm more so talking rooted in the theory of like the Great Replacement theory, right? The idea that white people are being replaced within the United States, and like we understand, especially within the United States, the structuring and maintenance of whiteness has always been a thing. That's why, like, the in group that is whiteness has fluctuated throughout the history of our country, and they've always did everything possible to ensure that like whiteness stayed predominant, right? Whether it's ensuring that indigenous people weren't considered a part of our country, making Black people 3/5, absorbing Irish people into whiteness after like treating them as Black people when they first got into the country, absorbing Italian people into whiteness, the way that they've shifted the Latino people, Hispanic people, depending on like their phenotypes, into whiteness to ensure like the majority group or the predominant group continues to be white. Now, the issue is though, white people aren't having babies. White people they're the only racial demographic within the United States of America that has a declining birth rate over the last 30 years. And since white people have a declining birth rate over the last 30 years, and biracial people, hey, Dad, what race is your wife?
She's biracial. I mean, I've told you this before, but she's biracial.
But she's phenotypically presenting what?
Her feature wise,
but she's what?
I mean, she would be considered. I mean, I don't know the proper term to say it because she's Black and she's white. So.
Yes. Biracial people are the fastest sector of the United States of America that's growing. Biracial marriages and also biracial babies. So the point being is white people aren't really having white babies anymore. They're having biracial babies, which, fun fact, they're kicking around the idea of adding biracial to the next census, which would make that now a new categorization of race within the United States of America. So I say all that to say, when I talk about white supremacy, like the idea of ensuring that forcing women to have more babies, it's all about ensuring that white women specifically have more babies.
You caught me. You totally caught me off guard with that, because I thought you were heading in the direction of when you brought up white supremacy, that you were going to specifically mention Margaret Sanger, who supported eugenics. And she's
any of that shit.
Okay. I mean, because she was literally trying to, get rid of Black people. I mean, that was the whole point of her Planned Parenthood. That was the whole point of what she formed. So.
I think there's much more to that bullshit. Bullshit. They gave me a flag.
No way. Oh, it's because I mentioned Margaret Sanger. I bet you.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
My bad. My bad.
All good.
You need to restart?
No, I think, let me check. I think there was only one. And I think, let's see here. Yeah, it's only one. It's only one. And also, I think it's because people are butthurt. So we're good.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so like the entire premise behind all of this is rooted in like that overarching thing. So like the fact is controlling women is the reason why all of these things exist within society, and even more so why the premise behind like men, we are the problem, is because the patriarchy. It's because we benefit from these things, and since we benefit from these things, shit keeps happening.
Yeah, I mean, I think that, you know, if we're going to talk about the patriarchy, I feel like we have to talk about it more on a micro level, because I don't know, again, you know, outside of our culture, based off of, you know, where we live versus, like, let's just say we live somewhere completely different. With the culture was there was no, you know, hypothetically there was no hierarchy or system. So if we're just talking about here in the United States, sure, I would say that, you know, yeah, there's a patriarchal system in which men have predominantly been
anywhere
kind of
anywhere that capitalism exists, patriarchy exists.
Right. So if you're in a culture that doesn't have capitalism, then could you still debate saying the same thing, that men are the problem?
Okay, well, one, we're talking about America. That's why it says America. It's time to unpack. But two, can you tell me what society currently is not led by a patriarchal system? And also, you do understand that patriarchy precedes capitalism and race, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So if we haven't gotten rid of like race and we haven't gotten rid of capitalism, why do you think we would get rid of patriarchy?
I don't know if we ever would. I don't think that we've structured, or at least societally, I don't think that we've put ourselves in a position where we could ever do that.
No, we could. I mean, we want to abolish the patriarchy, but I'm saying if we haven't even made the strides yet to abolish race and capitalism, then why would you think that there's certain places where patriarchy doesn't exist?
Well, I'm not saying that, you know, societally that we actually need patriarchy. I just think that, you know, where men, you know, historically here in the United States anyway, we've had a system where men hold more authority or women are systemically subordinate. But I also think that there's an element of that's inherent as well. I mean, instinctive. So it's hard for me to just sit here and say that, you know.
By what measure?
Well, because again, you know, historically, and not just talking about the United States, but just historically throughout cultures, again, men have predominantly been hunters, and women have been more so the mothers.
Prove it. Give me a source showing that predating patriarchy, that there was a system of men being quote unquote hunters and women being quote unquote gatherers. And I'll give you a minute. Debbie's in the chat for. Oh, hey, Keegan PC. This is a warning. Don't send that shit again, because fuck those sounds. I hate them. You send it again and I will block you. That's a warning to all the friendlies. I fucking hate that music, and I will keep your money and block you if you think that you're gonna troll. Just a heads up. W's in the chat for Jared for the $1 donation. Listen, I mean, okay, Jared, that's fair, but at least he hasn't crashed out. That's fair, but he hasn't crashed out. W's in the chat for Elisa for the 5, said 92% checking in. I know that's fucking right, Alicia. W's in the chat for you. W's in the chat for Rebel. What up, Rebel, for the $5 donation, saying, I swear Dad Bod had this exact same debate several times. Does he, 1, not remember, 2, like to hear himself talk, or F, or F, he has no one else to talk to because he sucks. God damn. God damn. Yes, Kate, the bar is in hell, but we take what we can get. W's in the chat as well for Caleb for the $10 donation, saying, love you, Santana. Thank you for all that you do. Sorry it's not much. No, $10 is a lot of fucking money. Thank you. Seriously, thank you for the 10. Especially, I wasn't live all weekend and fucking spending money, so I'll take whatever I can get. W's in the chat for the 10. W's in the chat for Thick Frog for the $19.99 super chat to say, WTF, the Supreme Court is letting Trump take a bath in our damn drinking water. I think they're actually just changing his diapers in it or something. I don't know. W's in the chat for Thick Frog for the $19.99 super chat. W's in the chat for 1B Carry for the $10 super chat to say, just spending money you don't have and just have flock cameras to track you. Travel isn't easy for most women. Women are dying. Fucking right. W's in the chat. Thank you so much for that. Over on the old Twitchery Ditchery, the Titchery Ditchery do. W's in the chat for Quite Violet for the $2 super chat to say, soon. I will let you know, Quite Violet. That's been your question a couple of different times. I probably should going to tell you. W's in the chat for Kelly for the 50 cheer bits to say, stands up throwing glitter portals. Didn't hear no bell. Good Taco Tuesday, cuties and beauties. Hopefully everyone has had a day that has been well, got some snackies and hydration, and now always remember to stay amazing. Drop kicks off the top rope, exploding into glitter. W's in the chat for Manders. Manders, that doesn't make you special. That just means you're part of the crowd. W's in the chat for Manders for the 1 cheer bit. If anyone else would like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you is the best way to support the... God damn it, Rebel. W's in the chat for Rebel for the 1. Best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out. Guys, keep tapping the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only 1 coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Dad bod.
Yep. So going back to what you said, culturally, as far as hunters and gatherers, top of mind for me would probably be Australian Aboriginal groups, because in many groups, the men traditionally hunted larger game while women gathered plant foods, shellfish, and smaller animals. And they practice, that was obviously varied by region and group, but traditionally that was something that was done.
Where'd you get that from?
There's no patriarchy there.
What's your source?
Yale. I mean, I could pull
you
up
say
multiple
Yale.
sources.
What's the title for Yale?
Yeah, hunter gatherers, foragers, human relations, area files.
Yale hunter gatherers. What?
Foragers. It was June 23rd, 2025 was the article.
Okay. Abstract hunter-gatherers way of life of major interests of anthropologies, because dependence on wild foods resources was the way human acquire foods in vast stretches of human history. Cross-cultural researchers focus on studying patterns across societies to try to answer questions such as what are recent hunter-gatherers generally like? How do they differ from food products? How do hunter-gatherers societies member? Where does it say this, that women predominantly did that and men predominantly did that?
So you go down into, because it's got a table of contents. It was, hold on, let me pull it up again. Division of labor by gender. And that was the under.
Wait, you
it's
said
under
division of labor by gender?
Yeah, it's under the table of contents.
Division of labor by gender. Men contribute more to the overall diet at lower effective temperatures or higher the latitude. What? Why? As seen above in the environment section, gathering is more important closer to the equator, while hunting and gathering is higher latitude, rather rely on meat and fish. As explained in the model on gender, gathering is usually done more by women, fishing is usually done more by men, and hunting is mostly done by men. Putting this information together may account for why men contribute more to the diet in higher latitude. So this is saying depending on where they are, right? Depending on where they are. So this isn't saying like in all instances, holy smokes, what is that on my face? In all instances, it's just saying that like in certain atmosphere where the actual temperature is lower, the men were more reliant as far as the hunters. But in other places that wasn't the case.
Yeah, but under if you go further down into where it says marital residence, it talks about amongst hunters and gatherers, and it says I'll just read it. Amongst hunter gatherers, how much males and females contribute to primary production predicts rules of marital residence. More specifically, when male contribution is high, patrilocal residence is likely. When not that high, matrilocal residence is likely. So to me, that would say that, and maybe I'm wrong here, but I'm gathering from saying like when contribution was higher, it was primarily due to men, versus when it wasn't as high, it was more primarily for women. And so that would go on the whole fact that men provided more because of the hunting, because of the meats and the fishing and things like that. And that's just an example of going back to what you said.
What's matral versus patral? What are those things?
Matriarchy versus patriarchy, essentially.
The matral, in the glossary it shows here, it says the pattern which couples typically live with or near their wives. And then, sorry, that was matral. Patral is a pattern which married couples typically live near or with their husband's parents. So whether or not the men actually contribute is based off of how close they live to the man's parents.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just scrolling further into like the warfare element of it, and I'm just trying to gather more information.
So what did you think that the whole residence that has nothing to do with like hunting and gathering? That just means like where they live.
Yeah, it was just saying like if you scroll down a little bit further under warfare, where it says hunter-gatherers with a high dependence on fishing are more likely to have internal warfare than external warfare, and that's obviously due to men, and I'm assuming testosterone. But I'm just looking. No,
you're making an assumption.
Yeah, it's just an assumption.
Hunter-gatherers with higher population density have more warfare. Why would people, where there's more people, fight over food more?
I mean, resources are less or more scarce. Resources are more scarce.
So it's not about testosterone. It's about limited resources.
Yeah, but it's not saying, I don't know specifically if it's saying men were fighting or women were fighting. I'm not seeing anything about that. So, I mean, I just feel like, and maybe I shouldn't say I feel like, it just seems that most of the time testosterone has something to play, it does impact men as far as their temperaments are concerned.
Oh, shit. So this comes from holy shit. Hold on 1 second. Holy shit. One second. Sorry. Do. So this comes from the Public Library of Science. This was actually just published in June of 2023, debunking the myths behind the contributions. The Public Library of Science one, the myth of man, the hunter, women contributing to the hunt across geographical context. This talks about like the, let's see here, the abstract, the sexual division. Let me make this bigger. That's what she said. The sexual division of labor amongst humans, foraging population has typically been recognized as involving males as hunters and females as gatherers. Recent archaeological research has questioned this. The evidence females. Oh, a question that's been diagrammed with evidence that females hunted and went to war through the Homo sapien lineage throughout many of the author's assets, through the assertion of patterns of women hunting, many only occurred in the past. The current project gleans data from across the geographic literature to investigate the prevalence of women hunting and foraging societies in more recent times. Evidence for the past 100 years supports archaeological findings from more of the Hellenos that women found a broad range from cultures internationally hunting and substances. These results aim to shift. So they did a whole study debunking that entire notion.
So what to debunk what Yale put out?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. They talk about the myths, and even more so, they talk about like the different areas. Throughout the different areas where you see the actual aspect of whether women were hunters or gatherers and whether they went to war. Like this entire thing basically breaks it down to it depends on which region of the country they were in.
Huh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, I mean, I don't have that information in front of me, but I take your word for it.
This was published. Hold on. And then also they did an update in 2024. Hold on. Let me do new correction. What did they update as well? Oh, they changed some of the terminology and they added additional methodology, replacing what was defined as a forager. So they reclassified people that were considered to be foragers.
Interesting. So I guess, I mean, going back to just...
Oh, they also updated the method determining hunting behaviors.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Method for comparing most important substance actively to the relevant frequency of women hunting. Yeah, like this debunked all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, maybe one of the other reasons, I guess, I was kind of like under the assumption that, you know, the hunters or traditionally or historically men more so were hunters rather than gatherers, is maybe men also potentially looked at women and said, okay, hunting potentially is risky and unpredictable. And if a woman goes out and is, you know, loses her life, then now we don't have a way to potentially be sustainable long term if all the women just went out and hunted and lost their lives in risky, dangerous situations. Now we have no way to reproduce. I mean, it's just a theory as to why maybe that was one of the reasons.
So you think men are protectors?
I mean, yeah, I think that's instinctive. That men are protectors and cool. Mothers are typically more nurturers.
I'm so happy that you said that. Hey, Dadbot. If men are protectors, then why do they commit 98% of all violent crime in America?
Do men actually commit? Do men commit 98% of crime? All crime?
Violent, not all crime. Not all crime. Violent.
Okay.
That's the key word. Violent crime.
Okay. I mean, can we break that demographic down a little bit more? Is to race as well?
Why?
Or does it matter?
No, it doesn't matter. And if you want to break it down to race, it's white men.
Huh. That's interesting. I didn't realize it was 98%. That's a
What did you think you were? Did you think you were about to say per capita? Were you about to try to say per capita?
No. I was just saying as a whole, a broad generalization.
Then what would be the point of breaking it down by race?
Well, based off of demographic, as far as where geographically where you're located, things like that. So based off of like your poverty level, income, based off of education, based off of where you're living currently, like things like that.
He's about to say per capita. He wanted to say per capita really bad. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the back. What happened? I dropped him. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Mark, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? He wanted to say per capita really, really bad. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? I don't think this person meant to request up.
I don't know.
Oh, damn it, I didn't mean to do that. Hi, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Okay. Yeah, he did want to thin those numbers out. W's in the chat for Rebel for the $1 dono. I appreciate the kisses. W's in the chat for Danella for the $1 dono. Hi, how are you? W's in the chat for Garrett for the $5 donation. Said this donation is tell Dad Bod that he's a loser, sexist, racist, POS. Goddamn. What's wrong with asking people about per capita? Your mom, do you think per capita is important when it comes to understanding violent crime? Per capita is just a racist dog whistle. Just a racist dog whistle. And per capita makes white people that's doing harmful shit feel better. Yeah. No, I really think that he just wanted to be 90 black and 10 white. Yeah, that's not how it goes at all. Yeah, he does say the same shit. Spreading bad numbers for certain groups. Per capita in context, yeah. Hey, you said he might not. Oh, no, he knew. Dad Bod fucking knew. Like, this is not our first time talking to him. He absolutely knew. I cut him off before he got ready to say it, and then that's why he had to try to figure out a way to clean it up and say it differently. He fucking knew. All right, guys, we don't have anyone in the request, and we've only been live for like an hour and a half, and I wanted to go a little bit longer. So I'm going to hit a quick reset. I think the flag that we end up getting slowed down the live. How are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with anything in the background? Okay, I'm gonna drop that person because it sounds like they were stirring macaroni. Nah, fuck out of here, Tiger. Why would I want to talk to you? Tiger, you can kiss the blackest parts of my ass. I have no interest in talking to you. Like, seriously. Anyway, we're going to hit a quick restart to see if we can get some more debates going for a little while longer, unless you guys just don't want me, unless you want to just call it. Unless you guys just want to call it. Don't call it. Restart. Don't end. Okay. All right. Any chances we can knock out the Rosas? Can we knock out the Rosas? So when we restart, we can restart like with the penny gifts? Any chance we can knock out the Rosas? The Rosas. Can we do that? What up? It's Waffles. Shy Guy. Harry. W's, you guys. Boop. W's for the chat. W's for the chat. Also, Wu-Tang! All right, I'm going to hit a quick reset. For the people on YouTube, horizontal, Instagram, Twitch, Kick, you guys hang out. We're not going anywhere. If you're over on TikTok, look up here. Make sure you hit that follow button. If you don't hit that follow button, you're not going to see me when I come back. You're not going to see me when I come back. You better hit that follow button. You better do it. Do it. Do that shit right now. Hit that follow button. What up, Rowan? Do that shit. Hit that follow button. Yeah, just like that. Harmony and Hayden and Gloria. Yeah. There we go. And you know what you guys get when you hit that restart.
Yeah, funny how it changed now. Same people that laughed at clips, studying the clips now. Everybody got opinions till the facts land. Everybody loud till they gotta take a stand. Every stream feel like somebody betting they pride. I seen fake scholars fold in real time. Now they screenshot takes, run around and remix it, and pull up thinking somehow they can fix it. Nah, you stepped in the wrong room, donut. This ain't rage bait, this pressure. Patriarchy, race, class, labor, healthcare. I don't do surface level, I peel layers. And every time they think they got me cornered, numbers go higher. Chat, flyer, mods, working, crowd waiting. Somebody finna get cooked tonight. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down. Go. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah. Welcome to the ring now. You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts ain't got milk for these donuts, so pipe down. Yeah, you might drown. You don't want war with the king. right now.
Yo.
I don't debate for applause, I debate for the record. Every false claim get dissected and severed. You rehearse outrage, I study the structure. Difference between noise and somebody with substance. You quote tweets, I quote policy. You want moments, I want honesty. You want ego boost and virality. I want mutual aid and stronger communities. That's the difference between you and me. See the problem? Different type timing. You came for clips, I came for alignment. Capital this, socialism that. Half these dudes can't define what they yelling in caps. Talking about free market while wages collapse. I watch your pivot arrive, I make it visible live. But this ain't never gonna be a place where evidence dies. You came all the way to be Santana for internet rap, while the whole chat waiting to see who got checked. Next, welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Talk big till the facts come out. Slap nuts, sit down. Welcome to the ring now. Yeah. Got the whole chat screaming when the logic break down. Yeah. Welcome to the ring now. You ain't built for this smoke. Y'all slap nuts, Ain't got milk for these old donuts. So pipe down. You might drown. You don't want war with the king right now. Yeah. Welcome to Sparring with Santana. Bring your sources or bring excuses, whatever. Doesn't really matter either way.
You about to
get cooked. You should know who I am by now. What?
Hey, thank you for the heart hands. Guys, welcome back. We are back. W's in the chat for the chat. Guys, keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up. Let's get the likes up, if you don't mind, to 25,000 likes. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We are only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, do all the wonderful things. Tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart. Me, it's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. If you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana speaks for you. Santana speaks for you. It's the best way to support the live. If you're over on YouTube, you can send a super chat and I will read that out, guys. We need to unpack. It's time to unpack. We got to talk about the things, couple of different things, got a couple of different options. So make sure if you come up here, you are going to pick one of the options, and which one of the options also is, tell me why you support Trump. Just like Theo. Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background?
What's good? Oh my gosh. 6'7", 41, 6'7".
Are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background? Hey, McLovin, are you a Trump supporter? Oh, don't fucking run, McLovin. I got you up. I'm going to block you off of GP. Fuck out of here. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. All right, guys, we got to talk about it. We got to talk about a couple of different things. First and foremost, men, we are the problem. So I want to kind of tie in a couple of different things. When I talk about like men, we are the problem. Republicans, you hate our country. White people, racism, your problem. And Christians, the Bible is slavery. And I want to talk about that from one aspect. 1 second. Dennis, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything in the background? Dennis, are you a Trump supporter or disagree with anything in the background?
Am I a Trump supporter?
You're a whole ass child. I'm going to go ahead and block you because, like, what the fuck are you doing? Don't do that. Get out of here. So the reason why I said I want to tie all these things together is because I just finished 2 books, right? The first book was Jesus and John Wayne, and the other book was Black Pill. And those 2 books talk about the rise of white Christian nationalism, right? And the perpetuation of the idea that Jesus is not a quote unquote, this is the words that they say, quote unquote, Jesus is not a sissy and that they had to rebrand Jesus as a manly man, right? And so the Republican Party, along with the church, evangelicals specifically, this is one of the most interesting things about like the aspect of white Christian nationalism. It's white Pentecostals that actually perpetuated this, right? White Pentecostals are the ones that perpetuated this. The wildest shit is even within the premise of the religion, talking about white Pentecostals, they didn't even make space for black Pentecostals, right? And so when you talk about the actual rise of white Christian nationalism, and even what we saw just now with those two kids, we'll talk about it in a second here. Hi, are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with anything on the background? Hi, are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with anything on the background? Okay, I'm gonna drop you. What we've seen with those kids, it's all connected, right? The rise, spread, and the perpetuation of white Christian nationalism. It started in 1901. It started with Theodore Roosevelt and his premise as far as trying to rebrand himself as a manly man and then rebrand Jesus as the warrior. They wanted to shift the perception of Jesus from being like a meek, from being like a meek lamb, right? That perpetuated the idea of like love thy neighbor and take care of everyone, to a warrior, right? And so they've continued to talk about the premise as far as like being a warrior for Christ. If you've ever heard that term, like a warrior for Christ. And it's something that they've perpetuated throughout history. They put behind different Republican presidents, including Ronald Reagan, including Richard Nixon, including Bush Jr., Bush Sr., and Donald Trump. It's been a whole thing. But then this is where it gets crazy, right? Because then we have to talk about this current incel society. How are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with anything on the background?
Yeah, I do. I am a Trump supporter. I'm a MAGA. That means that I want safe neighborhoods. And you should go see Days of Noah on YouTube. DAYZ, Days of Noah. He's like,
this is not an infomercial. Like I'm sorry, I don't think this is an infomercial.
To that brother, and where your spiritual path is going ain't nowhere flush with that Trump crap. Man.
First and foremost, I can barely hear what you're saying. Whatever is going on with your mic, it has you very weak. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello.
Yeah, you are the problem, man.
Hello. I don't know if you can hear me. You're steady trying to crash in, but no one can hear you. Your mic is super low.
Oh, man. Come on, man.
I'm trying to help you out. You're trying to crash in, and I'm trying to tell you, like, we can barely hear you.
I don't know what that is.
You sound like really far away. That was the cutest. That was the most adorable crash in I've ever seen. You was so cute.
Yeah, I was like, this homie's like Days of Noah. But you be up here on the wrong path.
I'm telling you, like, I don't know what's going on with your mic. I'm not even messing with you. Like, your mic is jacked up.
Yeah. Go check out Days of Noah, man. Days of Noah.
I can't hear you. Did you say X-Men Days of Future Past? I didn't like that movie.
Days of Noah, man. You know what I'm saying on YouTube.
You said what?
That guy blows you out of the water. He gonna turn your game up, man. Come on. Take a note from me.
You said David Noah? I don't know who David Noah is.
Days of Noah, man. He's gonna explain the
Dave's
Bible,
a no one.
He's stuck in eternal damnation, my bro.
Who? Dave's a no one? Who the hell is Dave's a no one?
Come on, man. You can't figure it out, man, because
I can't hear you.
Imbecile.
You said what?
I said imbecile.
In your soul? What's in your soul?
Yeah, you gotta look in your soul, man. You are immortal. You are an immortal being, and if you purify your life like days of Noah, you go into spiritual kingdoms after this pathetic, miserable.
You said we're going to Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, you ain't.
I don't want to go to Magic Kingdom. Maybe Magic City. Can we go to Magic City? They got some really good lemon pepper wings.
Yeah, well, they ain't got no slaughterhouse in heaven, my man. So you meant for the lower planets, the Patalas.
You said
Going
what?
down back, that's the lower planets for people and their earthly desires. For their
Did you say T'Challa?
Yeah, Patala.
Wakanda
It's the
forever.
lowest planet.
Shout out to Chadwick Boseman.
Earth is a middle planet, man.
We miss you, bro. Rest up, Big King. All right, I can't understand what you're saying, and this is kind of getting fruitless. Can you fix your mic?
All right, man. Check out Days of Noah. There's so much fruit there, man. You're gonna be in abundance for the rest of your.
That mic was shit. His mic was shit. Anyway, only request up if you're a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter or disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. If you're friendly, tap the screen, share the live, send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. It will boost the live and push us out to the FYP. Everybody also, drop a Wakanda forever in the chat for me. Drop a Wakanda forever in the chat. Now, again, so the perpetuation of white Christian nationalism has been something that has, since the turn of the 1900s, has been something that has continued to grow and spread. Right. And the most interesting thing about white Christian nationalism is not only is it separated by, of course, white people, white men, but it's also separated by religion. Right. Those people who engage in white Christian nationalism, while I said being overwhelmingly belonging to the Pentecostal religion of Christianity, or denomination, holy shit. They don't accept Methodists, Baptists, Catholics. It's all about Pentecostals, right? But the perpetuation and the ideal behind manliness and what a man is supposed to be, specifically a white man, created the idea behind alpha chads and betas. Now you guys are saying, Santana, why are you talking like a youngster or whatever fuck? Anyway, online lingo. Stick with me. So the perpetuation of the idea of white Christian nationalism, what Jesus is supposed to be, and how they deem a white man, the white man in America is supposed to be, created the dynamic of alpha chads and betas, and then what they call normies, right? That pushed the idea of incels. Incels, I know people think I know the term incels, in which I was like, I know the term incels as well, involuntarily celibate, right? But they deem themselves incels because they say they're too ugly and too undesirable to ever have sex. Right? So, since they are too ugly and too undesirable to have sex, what happens is they create this online echo chamber. And this online echo chamber on these different sites like Wizard Chain, 8chain, 4chain is all about trolling. Just like this asshat right here in the comment section, trolling. I don't care about the weird shit. They take trolling as a badge of honor, and the way that you get respect in those echo chambers, those online echo chambers, is by trolling harder. So when they do the weird shit, like come up and sing "We Are Charlie Kirk," they come up and they play in the fucking bathtub. They come up and do all the other weird shit. It's all connected. It's all connected. Ari told me to tell y'all to read Men Who Hate Women. Men Who Hate Women, from incels to pickup artists, the truth about extreme misogyny and how it affects us all. Oh fuck, I might actually go ahead and get that. All right, I got 4 new books today. The chat sent me book money, Ari. I'm not gonna read that. You read it, Ari. No, you read it. No, you read it. I'm not gonna read that. No. Can't make me. Reading War on All Puerto Ricans right now. Oh, god damn it. That one is gut-wrenching. Let me go ahead and get this. I got 3 new books. Did Ari leave? Ari. I got Teaching Critical Thinking, Practical Wisdom by Bell Hooks. I got Abolition Democracy, Beyond Empire, Prisons, and Torture by Angela Davis. And then also got If They Come in the Morning, Voice of Resistance by Angela Davis. I got those 3. Ari, no, she didn't. Ari can't tell me what to do. Ari can't tell me what to read. I'm not going to read that. I'm going to go ahead and get that right now. The only reason is, though, because at first I wasn't going to be able to get it. But at the end of the live, the chat sent me book money because I only had 1 credit left. And I was like, I don't know if management is going to let me spend more money on books. And then the chat sent book money for credit so I can get some more books. Have you any book Rex Santana? Do I? Wait, are you white? Ruby Fox, are you white? That's really important before I give you my book recommendation. No, it's not, Ari. You made that up. I found that book myself. I already read Black Pill. You are? Okay, cool. Read Delectable Negro. That's my book recommendation for you. Delectable Negro. I'm going to add this book to my cart right now. Men Who Hate Women and oh wait, no, hold on. This is wrong. This says Men Who Hate Women and the Women That Love Them. I don't think that's the one that I'm supposed to be getting, Ari. The fuck? I don't think that's the one. Laura Bates. What the fuck is happening? Only request up if you're a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. Only request up if you are a Trump supporter, disagree with anything on the background. We're only looking for some debates. You guys don't want to debate me? What the fuck is happening? You guys not want to debate? W's in the chat for Cole for the $5 donor. I just want you, Parker and Dean, to know that all have made such a huge difference. I listen to all three of you every day, and you help save my life. Truly, thank you, especially from a trans person. Listen, Cole, I just want to say that I'm happy that you're here. I don't know like about saving your life, but I'm happy that you're here. I'm happy that you're listening. I'm happy that you're taking in our community, and you matter. That's all I really got. Ari said you guys need to tap the screen if you want to see debates. They ain't trying to see no debates. Good evening, Santana. I got a book for you. Ari, listen to this. Listen to Fashid. Good evening, Santana. I got a book for you. I got a book to recommend. It's by the great Money Hassan called Win Every Argument, The Art of Debating, Persuading, and Public Speaking. Fashid, that was one of the first books that I've read, and I've actually read that now 3 times. Boom! I actually really love that book. Manny Hassan is dope. Dope. Like fucking dope. I actually really love that book. W's in the chat. Let me go back here. Why is it? I'm going to click on this and then go to the site. Anyway, I got book money. The chat hooked me up. They sent donos for book money. And so now management can't say I can't buy books because they sent me book money. So she can't say no. Yeah, we do love book money. Why the fuck won't it let me buy the book though? There's something going on. It won't let me buy the book on Audible. Don't play with my emotions, Audible. It says that it's available, but it's not coming up. It keeps giving me men who hate women and the women who love them. When loving hurts and you don't know why. Why the fuck does that keep coming up? This keeps saying that, like, whenever I try to purchase, it says it's an error. But it says it's 1 credit. And I got 1 credit. I haven't recharged my credits, but I got 1. The fuck is happening? But then when I search for it in my Audible, I don't even see it. Did you guys break my Audible? God damn it, chat. Why did you guys break my Audible? Who did it? Yeah, I hit the link. And when I hit the link, it tells me, and then I go to checkout, it says, an error occurred while purchasing this content. Please try again later. It's not letting me get it. I think they broke my my Audible. Management locked it down. She probably did. Why am I always blaming? Because y'all always like, it's the reason why I'm always blaming y'all is because I'm the victim. Me. I'm the victim. Management locked it because you made the smart comments. So say sorry. Management don't even know my Audible password. How about that? How about that? Management can't lock something that she don't know the password for. Twani, no, you not. No, y'all not. I'm the victim. Not y'all. Me. Me. She hacked the Matrix. She probably could. Well, let me tell you. My wife missed her calling. She should have been an FBI agent. No bullshit. It is pointless. You know what? Her favorite thing to do is like guess shit, and it drives me insane. I get so mad whenever I do something. She was like, "Let me guess," and it makes me so fucking mad because she always gets it right. I get so mad. Because she always gets that shit right, and I'm like, "No, I'm not letting you guess." There's no W for that. That's not a W. Hi, are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with something on the background? Omen 304, are you a Trump supporter? Disagree with anything on the background? All right. The shit is wild too, though, because like I don't even give hints. And she'd be like, let me guess. I'm like, no, she'd be like, da da da. I'm like, what the fuck? So whenever I tell her like now that I have something, I'm doing something, I preface it with like, no, and you don't get to guess. Fuck no. So yeah. Does she know why the chicken crossed the road? She have ADHD? No, I do. It's not spidey senses, like because like I know like women's intuition. Like guys, my mother raised me. I have 4 older sisters. I'm the baby and the only boy. So I know like a woman's intuition. Whatever the fuck she got, that ain't it. She got like observation hockey or some shit. Like that's the only thing that makes sense. She has like Shanks level observation hockey. That's the only fucking thing that makes sense to me. That's it. I'm not predictable. Okay. The reason why I'm saying I'm not predictable is because I'm not giving her shit to guess. Says she's probably clairvoyant. Is management Trinity? Why the fuck would management be Trinity? That's stupid. And that's weird. Y'all are tripping. The fuck was that? Pattern recognition? No. It can't be pattern recognition if like there's no pattern to recognize. Like that's the thing. You think I'm bullshit? I can be like, oh, I got you a surprise, and then she tell me what that shit is. Like that's it. Like that's the entire portion of the equation. I got you a surprise. Is it this? Mother? Nope. It is not that. Every time it's that. That chaps my ass. Bring management in, please. I think she's on the phone. Baby. Hello. Are you on the phone? People are saying to bring you in. She says she's too tired. Sorry, guys. She says she's too tired. Sorry. She's too shy anyway. Wishing her relaxation. She always gets relaxation. Who's bullying? I didn't bully anybody. Ain't no fucking way. 20, you gonna stop that. 20, I think you're forgetting the main point is I'm the victim. How long have you been married for? 47 years. That's how, no. We have our 2-year anniversary coming up in November. We have been together for now technically 6 years, right? For anyone that doesn't know, we met we met in February of 2020. And then in February of 2020, and then March of 2020, the world stopped, right? And then we didn't see each other again until October of 2020. So, fun fact, I got stopped at the airport not too long ago. And when I got stopped in the airport, I was like, hey, you got a warrant for your arrest? I was like, the fuck? It's like, yeah, you got a warrant for your arrest. We ain't gonna arrest you, but you got a warrant for your arrest issued for a speeding ticket. I was like, a speeding ticket? And it's like, yeah, you got a warrant for your arrest for a speeding ticket in bumfuck nowhere, Georgia. And I was like, when was I in bumfuck nowhere, Georgia? Right? And so what actually happened was, back in November of 2020, I was going to see her and I got stopped for speeding. And again, this is after everything had just opened back up for COVID. And then I had a court date for January, and I didn't want to go back. And so I tried to push the court date back to February. And then I forgot to go to court for the speeding ticket. So the speeding ticket that I never went to court for from 2020, that was $300. These motherfuckers put an arrest warrant out for me that got me flagged at the airport. I was like, what the fuck is happening? I paid the ticket. They cleared it out. All good. $300 from 2020. Shit's crazy. Shit's crazy. Hold on. I might show you guys something. Hold on. Okay. I'll share something with you guys. Okay. I'm trying to make sure. This is what I'll do. This will be a special treat since you guys are hanging out. Let me load these up. Okay. So I've told a few different people. Hold on one second. Prince Logic or yes. Prince Logical. I'm sorry. Is it Prince Logic or Prince Logical?
It's Prince Logic.
Prince Logic. Shut up, dweeb. Fuck out of here. Okay. So I've told you guys this story, right? And so for people who may not have heard this story, I'm going to share something that's kind of really cool with you guys. when I asked my wife to marry me, I was like super, super nervous. And what I ended up doing, we went to LA for WrestleMania, right? Because I was like, oh, I want to go to WrestleMania. And I told her that we were going to LA for WrestleMania. That was the cover story. But what I really had planned on doing was proposing to her. And I used WrestleMania as the coverage to propose to her, right? So what I did was we had been on helicopter rides before, right? We actually enjoy helicopter rides. And I told her, I was like, hey, we should go on a helicopter ride. And she was like, okay, let's go on a helicopter ride. And so I ended up telling her, I was like, hey, I talked to the people and like they have to get some aerial shots or whatever. And if you're willing to actually allow them to actually ride with us, they said they'll do like free pictures for us so we can wear something nice and get free pictures. This is what I told her. And she was like, all right, cool. So we got it all set and we were getting ready to take off in our helicopter ride. Let's see. One second. So I'm going to show you guys a couple of things. So this is us getting ready to take off on the helicopter ride. I'm just going to turn the sound off because the sound is wicked. Or you know what? Fuck it. You guys get the sound. Right? So that's when we're getting ready to take off. So we're flying and I'm getting super nervous because as we're flying, I know what we're doing. I know where we're going and I know what's getting ready to happen. This one. Nope. This one. So we're in LA, right? And as we're in LA, we're flying and we're flying over Malibu. So she thought that we're actually just going on a helicopter ride, but that's not what we're doing, right? It's not about just the helicopter ride. It's about the destination at the end of the helicopter ride. It's about the destination at the end of the helicopter ride. Oh, let me show you guys this really quickly. Hold on. Just because this is a cool view. Where is it? Yeah, this one. 60. we flew over what is that? Disneyland, Disney World, whichever one that is in LA. It's Disneyland or Disney World or whatever the fuck that is. We flew over that. So there's that. So as we're flying and we are getting ready to, we're almost at our destination. Which one is it? Is it this one? Nope, not that one. This one. Not that one. Sorry, this is impromptu. That's why I don't have it in order, guys. Sorry, I don't have it in order. This is impromptu. Oh, okay. This one's kind of cool. So we're flying and we then fly over the Hollywood sign. Right? So we flew over the Hollywood sign. And then after flying over the Hollywood sign, I don't think I want to show you this one yet. These are the pictures. Is it this one? I think I just downloaded this one already. Hold on, let's see. Is it this one? Okay, so we finally are flying and we end up landing on the top of a mountain in Malibu. So that's us on top of the mountain in Malibu. Right? Now, as we get out, there's a picnic table. There's champagne. There's strawberries. And there's cake. And management's like, and my heart is racing 5 million beats per second. I mean, I think my heart is going to explode out of my chest. And that's when I get down on one knee and ask her, will she marry me? Right? She said yes. And that was the happiest day of my life. 1 second here. Let me see something. Give me a second. I'm checking on something. Give me a second. I'm checking on something. Okay. I wanted to check and make sure it was okay before I showed you guys. So after I get down on one knee and I asked her to marry me, and she said yes. She said yes. She then took one of my favorite all-time pictures. My favorite all-time pictures. That's her with the ring over the side of the mountain. It's absolutely one of my favorite pictures. Now, where's this one? There's one. Oh. One more. And then I have one more video. Okay. One more video then. I don't even remember what I said in this video, but I wanted to show you guys this video. Damn it, did it go away? This one. I legitimately don't remember what I said in this video, so. I don't remember what I said, but I guess we're gonna find out together. I hope I didn't say anything inappropriate. I hope whatever I'm about to say is not inappropriate. I must admit, life is good. Life is good. I have a beautiful fiance. We're here in LA. The view is gorgeous. Couldn't be happier. Oh, I was worried about what I said. I didn't know what I was gonna say. I didn't know what I was gonna say. I'm glad that's all I said. No bullshit. I did not listen to the video before. I did not remember what I said. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, we're good. Oh, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Oof. 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 Jeez Louise. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Just wanted to share that with you. Just wanted to share that with you. So that was fun. That was us getting engaged. And I figured I would share since nobody wanted to debate me. Since you guys, since these dweebs didn't want to debate. So there's also one picture that I really, really love, but I can't share it. There's a picture, it's a picture of like after I proposed to my wife, the first thing I did was video call my mom. And I was on the video call with my mom, and my wife was like right there. And the photographer, I didn't know, but the photographer kind of came behind us and took a picture of me video calling my mom. And it's like blurry, so my wife is kind of blurry, and then the focus is on my phone, so you can see my mom as I'm telling her that I'm getting married. So that was super awesome. That was super awesome. Anywho, that's it. I think that's all I wanted to share. I apologize. That was a long way of answering how long we've been married, because that was what happened. Someone said, "How long have you guys been married?" And then I went down that whole diatribe, diarrhea. Yeah, diarrhea. What else, guys? We don't really diabetic. Yeah. We don't have any debates. Honestly. Diarrhea. Diabolical. How was WrestleMania? Fucking awesome. I met Tony Khan. WrestleMania was dope. I met Tony Khan. We had we had great seats. That's the night Rhea Ripley won the women's championship. Yeah, I met Colin Cowherd. I met a lot of famous people at WrestleMania. That was super cool. I've done some kind of like neat shit in my life. I met Hillary Clinton back when she was first lady. Was it 38 or 39? I think it was 39. It was in Vegas. Oh no, it was in LA. Before Vegas, because they did both of them like back to back in Vegas. So it was in LA. Yeah. Shut up, Noah. I met Hillary Clinton, when she was first lady on Capitol Hill. I did the closing ceremony for the New York Stock Exchange. That was super cool. I got to go to the New York Stock Exchange. I got to meet the president of the New York Stock Exchange. I got like a tour. I did the closing bell ceremony, and then we also went down to the trading floor and got like a tour of the trading floor. That was kind of cool. I know he did. He tripled her. He voted for her 3 times. You met Dolly Parton when you were 10? That's cool. Yeah, I was a kid. So the thing about me, right? I grew up poor. I grew up broke and broke. I grew up broke and broke. So since I grew up poor, anytime that I had the opportunity to do free shit, I would do it. Like, there's literally no free shit that I turned around. That's why I love free shit today. All right. I love free shit today because I grew up poor and I always wanted free shit. And when I say I always wanted free shit, I took golfing lessons. I took tennis lessons. I played baseball. I played the cello. I was in the choir. I was in Theater Odyssey. I was on the track team. I played football. Like, anything that I could do, I did it. Because I ain't have no money to do other shit, right? So I signed up for whatever. Hell, I used to go to church. Listen. They had what we call the church van. And the church van would come around and pick people up to take them to church. And if you go and listen to a little bit of Bible talk, at the end of the Bible talk, they gave you spaghetti. Spaghetti with garlic toast. Spaghetti with garlic toast and corn. You telling me I just got to listen to them talk about Jesus and they going to give me spaghetti with garlic toast and corn? Fuck right. Tell me about this Jesus guy. Right. So I always signed up for free shit. Right. And doing so, I got an opportunity to work with a nonprofit called Save the Children. And a lot of people think of like the ads from like Save the Children. And they used to be like, oh, for $0.01 a day, you can sponsor a child in Africa. Da, 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 da. Well, no, it was, I was actually one of those children that people were saving. It was me. It was me. But the fact that I work with them, I got to travel to a couple of different places. I got to actually learn a lot. I got access to learning about like computers. This is for anyone. First of all, don't fucking judge me. Okay. Okay. Can from everyone that's under the sound of my voice right now, don't you fucking judge me. Okay. I learned how to do PowerPoint when it first came out. I was on the cutting edge of PowerPoint. That's yep. I was one of the innovators that learned PowerPoint when it first came out. That's how old I am. But don't you say damn. Don't you put no, ain't no damn in the comments. Stop it. Stop it. So, with that being said, like I had an opportunity to do a lot. I learned a lot. And I would never say like that. That's my thing. I would always say yes. 87, not 86, 87. I was always I would sit in the front of the class. I would always answer questions. I would always just say yes. Because like, fuck it. That's how I ended up in Theater Odyssey. My first play / musical I was ever in was the Magic School Bus. And then the last one that I was in when I graduated from high school was The Sound of Music. The only reason I played in the orchestra is because the principal at that time, her son, he played the cello, and he had an old cello that he didn't play. And so she was like, hey, if you want to play, I'll give you this cello. And I was like, what? A free instrument? You gonna give that shit to me for free? Yup. Sign me up. And I end up playing the cello for 12 years because I got a free cello. Why the fuck not? You gave it to me for free. Of course I'm gonna play that shit. So that's kind of how it was. That's kind of how I am still today, though. Like I don't turn away like free shit. I love free shit. Also, I don't waste my money as far as like if I buy something and it can suck. Like it could be. Ari was making fun of me like a couple weeks ago on live because I was eating something, and she was like, "You know, you don't have to eat that." And I was like, "No, I do. I fucking paid my money for it. You think I'm not gonna eat something that I paid my money for? Are you mad? I spent my money on this. You think I'm not gonna? No, I'm not wasting anything. No, can't have that. We can't have that. I don't care. You can give me Elon Musk levels of money. I will never, ever turn down free shit. And I will never waste anything that I paid my money for. Yeah, it was that protein bar. It was nasty as fuck. I don't care. That protein bar was nasty as fuck. And I still ate that shit because I paid for it. That's just me. But like being willing to say yes or just do random like that's how I end up taking German for 3 years. I'm sorry, I took German for 4 years, French for 3 years. You want to take German? Sure. That's also how I got ahead in like corporate America too, though. Right? It's because I would just say yes. Hey, we have this program and we'll pay for you to go back to school and get an MBA. You want to do it? Sure. We have a program that it's called Lean Six Sigma, and we're going to pay you to travel to learn this Lean Six Sigma stuff. You want to do it? Fuck yeah. It's free. You're going to pay for it. Yeah, I do it. That's how I ended up with 2 MBAs and multiple certifications because other people paid for that shit, not me. My first certification, I got to travel to Atlanta. I think we were there for a week. And then my second certification, they sent us to Texas. Fuck no, I'm not a black belt. I'm a green belt. I wouldn't want to do the teaching there, like the teaching requirement and the project levels that you would have to deliver on to be a black belt. Fuck that. Fuck that. I do not want to be a black belt. Fuck that. Absolutely not. But I did get when I originally went to college, I wanted to be a music teacher. I wanted to be a music teacher when I first went to college. And going into college, I was like, yep, I'm going to change the world. I'm going to teach everybody how music sound. And then I realized that shit don't pay no money. I was like, let me check out these business courses. What's this business courses about? We gotta do this business shit because that music stuff ain't being a music teacher. Nah. What up, Ron? Hashtag Spice King. So I end up, instead of being a music major, I end up going into business, and so I got my undergrad in marketing, business administration, marketing, with a minor in economics. And then my first MBA, it was in management. And I was going to do a dual MBA because I wanted to be a CPA. And so I started taking all the courses so I could get a dual MBA. And then I completed the courses for the management portion. And then I was like, fuck that. I'm tired of school. I don't need a dual MBA. I'll just take the first level. Fuck that. So I ended up with the MBA in management. And a couple of years later, the company I was working for, I was like, hey, we got this program. Fuck it. And the job that I was responsible for, the degree really helped accelerate what I was doing and get me to a different level. So I ended up getting an MBA in supply chain management and logistics. Then I got a Scrum certification to go with the Green Belt certification. And then I decided I wanted to yell at people on the internet all day. So now them degrees are collecting dust, and I get to yell at Trump supporters and call people slap nuts and donuts. And that's how I spend my day. Bunch of slap nuts and donuts. Management and I were cleaning out like our storage, and I didn't know that she had never seen them, but we're cleaning out cleaning out the storage, and then she was like, "What are these?" And I was like, "Oh, those are my degrees." And she started looking. She's like, "Why aren't you hanging these up?" I was like, "I don't know. I mean, they're just in the storage. That's cool." She's like, "You should hang these up, or I'll just keep them in the storage." Whatever. And now I sit here and talk to people that gaslight me all the time because you guys want to make me believe that I'm not the victim. But guess what? I know the truth. I'm the victim. Me. Yours at the top of your closet? Let me tell you, I have no idea what happened to my my high school diploma. But no bullshit. I've only ever had my degrees out one time, and it's when, like, the place that I work, they built like a new office area, and I had like a brand new office. I had a brand new office. They let me put a TV in my office. Guess who was sitting there watching General Hospital in the middle of the day instead of working? Instead of having meetings, guess who was sitting in his office with his mini fridge watching General Hospital in the middle of the day? This guy. That's also the job where I went to go visit my friend in the middle of the day and took an edible for the first time ever and got high. Like, what does management do? She's the most amazing wife on earth. That's what. Hello. Hello. Have I ever told you guys about the time that I almost died from my appendix rupturing? Did I tell you guys about my appendix? Nerdy said yes. Oh, okay. I've told some people. Say yes. Management said I repeat stories. Okay. I'm not going to tell that. I'm not going to tell that one if I'm repeating stories. Said you haven't heard it. Y'all better go back and watch the vlogs. Better go back and watch the vlogs. I was thinking that too, baby. I was thinking this too. I think it's time to hit that old dusty trail. I don't know. I get told I repeat stories, but that's just the ADHD. Yeah, it's my ADHD too. How did we meet? We met at a work conference. I'll tell you guys one last story. Not one last story, but one last thing. When I drink, I like to do karaoke. And my favorite karaoke, my favorite song, My Girl. And my favorite place to be drunk and do karaoke, downtown Nashville. I'm a superstar. I'm a superstar. All right, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna get out of here, and we'll be back in the morning. Right. We'll be back in the morning. We'll get back after these dweebs in the morning. You need to hear what? You love to hear me sing. I was gonna not too long ago, I was gonna get drunk and do karaoke on live on my third account. But it took too long for them to get to me and I lost interest. So oh well. Yeah, let me know next time you're in Nashville. Oh yeah, for shiggity. Fucking love Nashville. Nash Vegas? All right, guys. I gotta go for real. Let us shut it down.
You stepped in a box, now you're in the ring. Ain't no hugs here, you better take your best swing. Mike Hot, who wanna step in the flame? This ain't a debate, this a mind game. Facts type lies, get left in chain. One wrong word, get slapped out your name. This ain't TikTok T, this a war zone talk. No script, no filter, no safe walk. Break stats and get scrambled like a glitch. I got fire in my mouth like I came from the pit.
Hey, W's in the chat for the chat. W's in the chat for the chat, guys.
No rules, no
kind of an interesting night tonight, especially after the reset, but whatever. We here, we in here. Hey, hit that follow button before you leave. Everywhere, YouTube, Twitch, Kick, Instagram. Follow me. We'll be back in the morning. We'll get some debates in the morning. Go to bed. Okay? Go to bed. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Okay? And make sure you have water by your bed, because if you wake up in the middle of the night, you know your mouth gonna be dry. And if your mouth is dry, then just put some water by your bed so you don't have cotton mouth in the middle of the night. Get some sleep. Okay. All right. Okay. We gotta go. Thank you for all the gifts, the taps, the likes, the shares. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for being absolutely amazing. I love you all, and as always,